This is embarrassing, isn't it? Drinking Prosecco, alone, in a bathroom. It's not even good Prosecco, it's that shit one from Sainsbury's. You know, the one your brother brings around for dinner because he's cheap. It does the job. Wonder how long I can get away with staying in here. I hardly know anyone, which means no one will notice I'm gone, which is depressing. Also, they have 3 other bathrooms, one downstairs with a shower, so it all went wrong at the church, you see. People are very uptight when they're in a church. Can you be fired from being a godmother? Or like, excommunicated? I thought it was funny, but obviously I wasn't thinking at the time. You know the bit in the church where the vicar says something like, on behalf of your godchild, do you promise to renounce all evil and reject the devil forever? As if you'd been actively inviting Satan over for tea on Fridays up until that point. I couldn't help it. I just blurted out, fat chance she'll be doing sambuca shots and giving blowjobs on the beach by the time she's 15 if she'll be anything like her mum. I know. I think I panicked. I'm quite surprised Fiona let me come back to the house for the party. I'm quite surprised she asked me to be godmother, but it's kid number 4 and she's gone through all her other friends. She said she thought I would be fun. God, this is all a bit shit, isn't it? Maybe I should go back out there. I can't cope with the way they all look at me. Not just because they're the thing in the church. Luckily it was a massive church, so not everyone heard. It's that pity. Fiona's NCT friends are the worst. Oh, hello. So, where's your special little someone? And they're looking around you because your child must be somewhere. And then you explain that actually you don't have children. And you get that patronising, don't you worry, it will happen for you. My cousin Sarah had a baby at 38. I can get the number of her fertility specialist for you if you want. Don't you give up. And you make your excuses, but they come in gangs, these NCT lot. And I swear, the next one also asked me, so where's your special little someone? So I say, because I'm fed up of my worth being judged entirely on whether or not I have a baby, I left him at home today. He's not good with new people. Is he with your husband? No, I'm single. Shocker. She readjusts her view of me. And she goes, you single mothers, you're saints. I just couldn't manage alone. How do you do it? Do you have a full-time nanny? So I say, nah, it's quite easy really. I leave him at home by himself all the time. I just put a bowl of food on the floor and shove him outside. He's always there when I get back, bless him. Gets him every time. Good old Charlie, best cat ever. Oh, it's occupied. Might be some time. Dodgy canapé. They just see me as less than, especially the ones who don't have careers, whose lives are defined by the very fact that they've produced another human being. It's what gives them status. Ugh. That makes me sound like a horrible person and a bad feminist, a bad woman. Woman. But they're judging me for not fulfilling my function as a walking baby factory in 2020. Do you know how many of my friends, the mothers obviously, have suggested I have a one-night stand to try and get pregnant? More than one. Cheaper and less paperwork, apparently, according to my friend Zoe. I mean, let's not even get into the morals of that one. Wouldn't I be stealing sperm? And what if you shag someone who has like some hereditary disease? Not that I've thought about it. Oh, God. There is someone in here! Daytime drinking and christenings do not suit me. And it's Sunday, which means there's rail replacement. Oh, is there anything worse than being drunk and then becoming hungover on rail replacement? The thing that blows my mind is that it would be easier for me to make a baby than to get a boyfriend. It's like these days you can literally order a baby on Ocado. What delivery slot would you like, madam? You can pay and go to a clinic in Cyprus and they insert you with a ready-made egg and bam. Wish I could order a ready-made husband on Ocado. Same day delivery, please. Arabella is the worst. She is always asking me when I'm going to have a baby. She did it today. She's one of those people who looks at you and smiles and you know she's looking into your very soul and finding you lacking, but she keeps on smiling. I'm telling you, she is mean for a 6-year-old. She's like a bitter, middle-aged housewife trapped in the body of a child. Oh, it doesn't help that they dress her like a tiny Victorian. Why do people do that? Kate Middleton does it with her kids, but she's royalty. She's got an excuse. What are Fiona and Alix trying to prove? I went to the clinic in Cyprus and made this snap decision. I don't even really remember getting there. Just kind of found myself in this clinic. It's a fucking terrible idea. Going somewhere I don't know by myself and don't speak the language. Just got so sick of being asked all the time, when are you going to have a baby? You don't need a man. Don't leave it too late. I think I just wanted to be part of the gang. The motherhood club that all my friends seem to be in. I don't like being left out, left behind. I mean, I can do the baby chat for a bit. Talk about nappies and nannies and birth stories. Oh, I quite like those actually. All the gory details. The thing that always surprises me is how shocked new mothers are by the violence, the animal nature of childbirth. They're literally shocked at what's just happened to them. But isn't that the whole point of the NCT classes? I swear I know more about childbirth than most pregnant women. Maybe it's because all my friends tell me everything, and I mean everything. But I'm sorry, I can't be that sympathetic. You knew it was going to happen. I've got friends who are better prepared for their GCSEs than childbirth. Do your revision. And you very much actively participated in this happening. This was a choice, most of the time, that you made, so don't complain. For most of my friends, this is their first trauma, their first real physical pain of their lives. They've never been properly ill or anything. But if you're lucky, you get a cute little baby at the end of it, so don't act like a martyr. And don't make me feel bad for not having given birth when you just told me you felt like you were hitting the fanny with a baseball bat. You are not selling it. Never even really stopped to consider if I actually wanted a baby until I was lying there on the table in the clinic and they were about to insert the Scotch egg. That's how I imagined it. The sperm inside my egg. Much smaller, obviously. But do you know what went through my mind? What if it turns out like Arabella? I don't want an Arabella. A tiny, terrifying Victorian. It didn't work. Or take. Or whatever. It was like the shittest holiday ever. Sent me back $5 grand that I don't have. At least I got some nectar points. When I got back, I got Charlie. Much better. Fluffy. Doesn't shit his pants. I just don't know if I want to be a mum. Maybe I don't need a baby to make me happy. Maybe I need some new friends. And maybe if I wasn't surrounded by people who were obsessed with their babies and having babies, I'd be able to see that my life is okay. I've got a pretty great job. I like paddleboarding. It's enough for me. You know, the next time someone suggests I have a one-night stand to get sperm, I might say, if you're really so desperate for me to have a baby, why don't you let me shag your husband? I'd shut him up. That'd be... Hello? So someone there? Arabella? Arabella, sweetheart, is that you? How long have you been there? No, oh, don't cry. I don't hate you. Okay, well, I wouldn't be a terrible mother. Well, maybe I will shag your dad to get pregnant. No, Arabella, shit. Arabella, no, no, come on. I was kidding. Don't tell Mum. Arabella, no, wait, come back.